Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Week 1 of the NFL was definitely not what I expected, but I definitely got a couple of picks right and a few picks I didn't get right, so let's get into it. But right before we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Every day we're getting closer to that 100 subscriber mark before the end of 2022, so if you can help me towards that goal, I would greatly appreciate it. And without further delay, let's get to my Week 2 NFL predictions. All right, let's get to it. So this is just a recap of last week. I'm just going to go over these just a little bit. So red is the picks that I got incorrect. Green is the picks I got correct, and yellow is a tie, and which I don't think anybody predicted that one. So yeah, my record after week 1, 6-9-1. You know, not great, not the worst though. So yeah, but we will continue on. The Bills and the Rams, I did not expect that out of the Rams. They completely shit the bed. They did not come prepared. I did not expect Matt Stafford to get pressured as much as he did, and yeah, I just don't think they played very well. But I think it's a lot of week 1-ness, at least for these picks right here, of the first 16 games. I think it's, like I said, just week 1 jitters. Everybody's getting back into the groove of things, so I think a lot of teams looked bad that will look better, and a lot of teams look good that will look worse. So yeah, Bills and Rams, didn't expect that. Saints and Falcons, I really like Marcus Mariota, man. I really do, but this game did not look good. They had this lead and then they blew it, but yeah, just very unfortunate for them. Browns, Panthers had it, and I don't like blaming the refs. I really don't, but that was not roughing the passer. That was not roughing the passer. I don't care what anybody says. To me, that was not roughing the passer. I think the Panthers should have won this game, but it is what it is. Bears and Niners. So I am a Seahawks fan, so I don't really like the 49ers, but it was really nice to see the Bears get that win, especially Justin Fields. Seeing him do that, the slip and slide at the end through all that rain, I just felt so good for him. Especially, I don't think a lot of people have any faith in that team, especially their O-line looked very, very bad. But yeah, I really am pulling for the Bears. I like Justin Fields, like I said. Next game, Steelers and Bengals. Man, the Bengals, man. They got new offensive linemen for almost every single position, I think, except for one, and they look just as bad as last year, if not worse. I don't understand. And the Steelers, their offense is awful. The injury of Najee Harris, I think he said he's still going to be playing this week, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of their offense. I say get their rookie QB in as soon as possible. But yeah, Eagles Lions, that was really high scoring. I did not expect this game to be close. Lions offense does not look bad though. Eagles defense, they should go back to the drawing board on that one. The tie of the Colts and the Texans, I don't know, man. I don't know how this happened. I thought Matt Ryan would play a little bit better. Jonathan Taylor, I feel like he got not shut down, but like didn't go as berserk as I thought he was going to. Dolphins, Patriots, I did not expect the Patriots to even score 7 points. I thought it was going to be like a field goal, but Dolphins look better. I think Tyreek Hill looks very good in a Dolphins uniform. Now we're over to the other column. So Ravens, Jets. Yeah, Jets are the Jets. I think if you're trying to make some easy money, I watched First Things First, and Nick Wright was talking a lot of shit on Joe Flacco, and he was saying this was a great game to bet against the Jets. So yeah, 24-9, very, very good for the Ravens. Commanders, Jaguars. I don't know what Travis Etienne was doing. I know it's his first NFL game, so I won't hold him accountable too much. Plus, it's week 1, but he dropped 2 touchdown passes, and he's on my fantasy team. Like, come on, man, help me out. And just for you, so you know, I did lose fantasy this week. I got my ass kicked. Giants and Titans, man. Like I said, I don't trust Ryan Tannehill. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he's that dude to get you over the hump. Chiefs and Cardinals. It might be time to find a new head coach. I'm sorry. I'm not the type of guy that's going to be calling for people's jobs. Yeah, I know it's very difficult. I'm not behind the scenes. I don't know anything like that, but you let out 44 points. Very disappointing for the Cardinals. Chiefs, I thought they were going to regress. They did not look like they regressed whatsoever. I think the Chiefs look just as good as they have always looked. And yeah, I would be really afraid to go against the Chiefs this year. Chargers, Raiders. I think Chargers defense is going to continue to get better. I really trust Khalil Mack, and I think they have Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa. I don't remember. They have one of the Bosa brothers, and yeah, their defense looks very, very good and legit. I think their offense is going to continue to just ramp it up, and I do not expect this team to miss the playoffs. Vikings, Packers. Come on. I think we were all a little happy to see the Packers lose. Just because Aaron Rodgers, he kind of owns this division, and it's kind of nice to see another team be on top, at least for 1 week. So we'll see how this division plays out. Buccaneers, Cowboys. I feel bad for Dak. I really do. But I did not expect much from the Cowboys this season. I expect the Eagles to win that division, and now I think they have very little competition. I think they're going to win it outright. And the Seahawks and Broncos, I've never been so happy to be wrong in my life, but man, Broncos should be ashamed. They had that game. It was a absolute blunder at the end. I tweeted it after. It was a complete bonehead mistake, but I won't fault Nathaniel Hackett too much. It was his first game as a NFL head coach, but come on, man, you gotta be better in that situation. Why did you go get Russ, pay him all this money to kick a 63, 64-yard field goal? Doesn't make sense. Seahawks defense, looks legit. I will say it. It's just week 1, but week 1, I really trust their defense. Their defense looks very, very good. 2 goal line stands like that. That was really cool, really good. I really liked it. Their offense did not score a single point in the second half, so I am a little iffy on that, but what can you do? All right, now let's get to Thursday night football of week 2. It's the LA Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs looked super good in week 1, but I don't know how sold I am, just because they did beat the Cardinals, and the Cardinals did not look good whatsoever. I'm not sure if that was the Chiefs looking so good or if it was the Cardinals just being bad. So they have a really good test this week to see who is going to be the top of this division, and Chargers looked really good as well. This game is a real toss-up for me. It's going to come down to Herbert making some magic happen in order for them to win, but I don't think I can bet against the Chiefs twice. I trust the Chiefs to win this game. So yeah, I got the Chiefs winning 31, Chargers 27. All right, now let's get to the early window of games. We have the New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns. The Jets, they look very, very bad without Zach Wilson. I really don't know what to make of them without him. Hell, they could even be bad with him. I guess we'll see when he makes it back. They just have very little hope this year, in my opinion. And the Browns defense looks really good, but I don't believe in their offense, and I'm not sure how many wins they can get without Deshaun Watson. And I'm not sure how many they will get with Deshaun Watson, just because he hasn't played the game in about 2 seasons. So actually, I think it's a season, maybe a season and a half. I don't recall. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't expect them to lose to the Jets. So I have the Browns winning this one. Browns 24, Jets 6. I just don't expect the Jets to be able to get a lot of points on the board. So yeah, I have the Browns in this one. And our next game is the Washington Commanders at the Detroit Lions. Personally, I still don't believe in Carson Wentz, unfortunately. They got the job done last week, but I don't know how sustainable their offense can actually be against better teams. And I'm not saying the Lions are a better team this week, but man, the Lions offense scored a lot of points. I expect the Commanders defense to be a little more able to shut them down this week, but man, Lions, especially in that fourth quarter, they looked very good. If their defense could have gotten one more stop, who knows? We might be talking about a 1-0 Lions team, but yeah, I have the Lions winning this one. Lions 34, Commanders 24. I really don't trust Carson Wentz for me personally, but yeah, I got the Lions in this one. And our next game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Personally, I think the Bucs looked super average, which does not sound good. I think their offensive line just was not great, and especially Brady got sacked twice. I'm not sure if it was just because the Dallas's defense is the real deal, which I think Micah Parsons is a tremendous player. So I think they are the real deal. But yeah, I just don't trust Brady's offensive line that much. And the Saints proved you really can't count them out of any game, especially now with Michael Thomas back. I think the Saints are going to be very high in this division. And yeah, I think the Saints have had Tom Brady's number as of recent. So unfortunately, I have to bet against Tom Brady, and I am having the Saints win this one. Saints 20, Buccaneers 17. I would not be surprised if this game is even lower scoring than that, because I think the Bucs do have somewhat of a defense. I know they kept the Dallas out of the end zone, but yeah, this game is going to be a big defensive battle. Okay, and our next game is the Carolina Panthers at the New York Giants. So Baker looked really average to me. He had one really big throw in the second half that made his stats rise up a lot more than what I think it should have been. I will say I think the Panthers should have won that game, but regardless, I think it's just going to take Baker a little bit longer to get more comfortable in his new situation. And the Giants, man, I don't know how the Giants beat the Titans, or I should phrase it like this: I don't know how the Titans lost to the Giants. I just don't understand. Saquon looked really, really good, but I'm going to need to see more. I need him to continue this throughout the year in order for me to consider him one of those upper echelon running backs in this league. However, I am predicting the Panthers to go 0-2, Baker to go 0-2, and I have the Giants winning this one. Giants 30, Panthers 28. I just have very little faith in the Panthers this year. All right, and our next game is the New England Patriots at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you guys remember when I said I don't know what the Patriots are? I still don't know what the Patriots are. Mac Jones looks absolutely lost without Josh McDaniels. I just genuinely have no clue what their plan is. So I have very little faith in this team. I don't expect them to go winless, but I don't expect them to do much against the Steelers' defense. This is going to be a defensive battle for sure, this game. And the Steelers, their offense did not look good. Mitchell Trubisky just didn't look like he could move the ball very much. But the Steelers' defense looks like the real deal. They picked off Joe Burrow a lot. They sacked him a lot, and I expect them to do even more of that here against the Patriots. However, without TJ Watt, I think they will struggle just a little bit, but I guess we will see. Like I said, I expect this to be a very low-scoring game. I have the Steelers winning this one. Steelers 24, Patriots 15. I don't know why I put the score this high. Maybe it'll be a little bit higher than I anticipate, but I would not be surprised if this game is a lot lower scoring than what I have. And our next game is the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the Colts, I don't know how they lost. Actually, I don't know how they tied with the Texans. That just blows my freaking mind. I don't understand how that happened. On paper, they should win this game, but we will see. I just need their offense to start a lot hotter than they were last week. Travis Etienne, like I said, he's on my fantasy team, and he dropped 2 touchdown passes. I could have really used those points, Travis. I hope if you ever watch this, Travis, you really fucked me this week. All right, or last week, you really just screwed me over. But yeah, Jags offense, I just need them to be more consistent. Like I said, they just need to get those points on the board. They need to capitalize on those possessions, on those passes, on those runs. That is the only thing they need to do. And I think this team can be a lot better than a lot of people think they can be. This one is a little bit of a toss-up for me, but I am going to give it to the Colts. I got the Colts winning this one 31, Jaguars 20. Yeah, like I said, this one's a toss-up. Okay, and our next game is the Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not sure if it was actually Miami winning that game, more so the Patriots just being unable to capitalize and put points on the board, because I just feel like the Patriots are a shell of themselves. So I think this is a really good test for Miami to see how good they can be. Even if they lose this game, if the game's close and they look good, I might be a little bit higher on the Dolphins. And I got 3 words for the Ravens. Pay Lamar Jackson. Did you guys see the breadbasket throw that he had in this game? It was just so good. I really enjoy Lamar Jackson's play style. He's just, if I were to build a team right now, I would want Lamar Jackson as my quarterback. I think he is a lot better thrower, and I think his running days are kind of behind him. He's not going to be running as much, and I think they're going to be a more pass-heavy team, and I really think they are the real deal. I have the Ravens winning this one. Ravens 20, Miami 17. I just, like I said, I really believe in Lamar Jackson. Okay, and now our late window of games. starts with the Atlanta Falcons at the LA Rams. Personally, I just don't. No lead is safe with Atlanta. They have blown so many leads in the past since that Super Bowl. It's insane. This team is just unable to hold any lead, and Marcus, he has the same issues that he did in college when he was with Oregon. He still fumbles the ball, and in shootouts, I just don't trust him to make those game-saving throws. So if the Falcons win, it has to be by a larger margin, in my opinion, for Marcus to win the game. And the Rams, I'm going to say it. I think week 1 was an anomaly for the Rams. I expect the Rams to show up and clean up a lot of the mistakes that they were making. And I expect them to win a lot more games this season. And yeah, I don't expect them to look as weak performing as they did against the Bills. So I have the Rams winning this one. I have the Rams 38 and the Falcons 17. All right, and our next game is the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. So I know it was week 1, but Trey Lance, he looks like the same guy from last year. And I was not impressed with that guy at all last year. And yeah, like I said, he just doesn't look impressive. I don't know what people are talking about when they're talking about him, but I hope I am wrong. I hope he can prove that he can be that dude. But as far as I can tell, it doesn't look good. I will say the weather was terrible, so we'll see. But yeah, like I said, their offense looks very lifeless. And Seattle, I think a lot of people are going to say Seattle should not have won that game, myself included. That game was very, very poorly handled by the Broncos, but I think Seattle's defense looks great. I was very skeptical on Seattle coming into this year, as everybody was and as everybody should. But I think Gino, if they can make their offense more consistent, I think Seattle can maybe sneak in out to the playoffs. I know I'm probably putting the carriage before the horse, but I think Seattle is, I don't want to say good, but I think they can be really good. I'm not sure. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to put the carriage before the horse, but I guess we'll see against the 49ers. And Seattle has had the 49ers number the past few years, so this one is going to be a good one, I think. So I have the Seahawks winning this one. Seahawks 27, 49ers 24. Like I said, I just trust the Seahawks to win this game against the Niners, but we'll see. All right, and our next game is the Cincinnati Bengals at the Dallas Cowboys. So Cincinnati, they just looked awful from the get-go. The first possession, I'm not sure if it was the first throw, but Joe Burrow threw a pick 6. So you just start off on the wrong foot there. And they should have won this game because the Steelers kind of just handed it to them. But their kicker, who was super good, super clutch last year, just missed some kicks. I know one of them got blocked, but I just don't understand. They should have won they should have beat the team last week, the Steelers last week. So I expect their offense to clean it up. I expect them to be better. Their defense looked good, so I expect them to just improve. And the Cowboys, man. Cowboys without Dak. I didn't trust them with him. I don't trust them without him. But that last little bit of the fourth quarter with Cooper Rush, they kind of looked a little bit more invigorated. So I expect them to be able to do a little bit of damage in this one, but not enough to win. I have the Bengals winning this one. Bengals 20, Cowboys 19. Like I said, I expect this game to be on the closer side, but I guess we'll see. Okay, and our next game is the Houston Texans at the Denver Broncos. I have no idea how the Texans tied last week. Really, if you told me the Texans were going to go 0-17, I probably would have believed you. Their offense just doesn't look great. Their O-line doesn't look good to me. And I just don't expect much from them this season. So any win that they can get will just be kind of icing on the cake, in my opinion, for them. And the Broncos, I think Russ was just game one in Seattle. He hasn't had time to figure out who he is outside of Seattle yet. So I think that game was just a super difficult situation to put any quarterback in playing their old team like that. But it is what it is. I think Russ will bounce back. I think they're going to clean up a lot of the penalties, and I think they're going to be able to put a lot more points on the board. Russ needs to be able to trust his receivers, and like Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. He needs to be feeding those guys a lot, and their running backs need to stop fumbling the ball. Because that was atrocious. So I have the Broncos winning this one. Broncos 28, Texans 10. Like I said, Texans, that tie might be the only silver lining this year. Okay, and our next game is the Arizona Cardinals at the Las Vegas Raiders. So I know it was week 1. I know it was, but I'm selling my stock on Arizona. I don't trust them. I don't think they can win any game against any playoff caliber team. Genuinely, I just don't see it happening. I don't think the Cliff Kingsbury hire is going to work out for them. I just don't see this going anywhere. The team just looks worse than they did last year. Their offense can't move the ball. I don't see them being able to do anything. And if you can contain Kyler, this team will not score a single point. I swear to God, they will not score a single point if you control Kyler in the pocket. That's all I'm going to say about them. And the Raiders, I think the Raiders, they looked a lot better. I know Derek Carr didn't have the best game, but Devontae Adams, man, he looked like he'd been in Las Vegas for many years. Like, he didn't even play in Green Bay ever. And I expect their offense to just continue to get better throughout the year. So, I got the Raiders winning this one. Raiders 27, Cardinals 20. I would not be surprised if the Cardinals did not score 20 points. But, as of right now, I got the Raiders in this one. Okay, and now we have Sunday Night Football. It is the Chicago Bears at the Green Bay Packers. So, Chicago, I don't know how, but they looked somewhat competent last week. And I'm glad they got that dub against the Niners. But man, I really like Justin Fields, man. I really hope he succeeds. The Bears, they need a better offensive line ASAP. If there's any players that they can sign or pick up, I recommend they do it, because he's running for his damn life out there, man. It does not look good for him. And the Packers, what does Aaron Rodgers always say when he plays the Bears? He owns them. He owns the Bear. I really hate his cockiness. I really don't like it, and I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, unfortunately. But I just don't see the Packers losing this game. I don't expect them to go 0-2. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers just owns them. So, I'm not betting against the Packers and Aaron Rodgers in this one. I got the Packers 31, Bears 20. I just don't expect a lot from the Bears this week. I expect Justin Fields to continue to run for his life for the rest of the season. Okay, we have 2 games left, and they are both Monday night games. So we have the Tennessee Titans at the Buffalo Bills to start us off. And the Titans, like I said, man, I don't know how they lost to the Giants. But I also said last week, I don't trust Ryan Tannehill, and I really don't think you can rely on Derrick Henry to carry you 2 dubs every single week. Especially if they want him to remain healthy and be able to carry them through the playoffs as well. I just don't see this happening for them. I just don't trust them. However, the Bills, I think the Bills looked really sloppy in their week 1 win. They did win by 21 points, but still, I expect them to clean up a lot of the problems that they had. And I expect Josh Allen to get a lot more comfortable, especially with his wide receivers. I expect him to be able to pick a lot of defenses apart this year and get the dubs. And I have the Bills winning this one. Bills 40, Titans 17. I know how hard it is to score 40 points in the NFL, and I really think the Bills are going to be one of the top offenses this year. So, I got the Bills in this one big. All right, and our final game is another Monday Night Football game. It is the Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Vikings, to me, they look like the real deal, man. I really like them. Justin Jefferson really looks unstoppable to me, and I think they can do a lot of great things. Kirk Cousins, I feel like he can struggle at times, especially under the bright lights of like Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. But I really hope he can prove me wrong here. And and the Eagles, man. I think their offense looks super good. AJ Brown is going to thrive with Jalen Hurts. I think their offense is going to be super, super good. But their defense let up 35 points to the Lions, so I don't know how much you can trust their defense. However, they do play in the NFC East, or least, however you want to say it. So I do expect them to win this division and make the playoffs. But I still do expect Justin Jefferson to eat. However, I still got the Eagles, in this one. I got Eagles 31, Vikings 27. This one's going to be a toss-up for me. I think this one could go either way. All right, and what did you think of my week 2 predictions? Is there anything I got right, anything I got wrong? Make sure you leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.